Good evening, mortals, and welcome back to the video. Today we are going to be covering something in the news really quick. You may have already seen it on my screen, but Vidme said we are sad to say that Vidme will be suspending services soon. We are a blog post for details. Now, I've already read this, so I know what they're going to say. But I just want to prove to you that this is the legit Vidme, verified account. Like, this is not a joke. This is not it's not from anything else. This is from Vidme, 100%. For those of you who do not know, I had a Vidme account. Of course, I've already put please subscribe to me on YouTube on the Vidme account. So if any of you have come from Vidme to YouTube to follow me, thank you very much. But I've already like this is really happening. If you go to try to upload, it says uploading disabled, and it says we're sad to announce that Vidme is shutting down on December 14th. So luckily I didn't do any Vidme exclusive stuff. I don't think I did very few. So excuse me, they're doing karaoke in there right now. But I really wanted to cover this. Like, I really wanted to cover it right now. I've literally got a mattress up against the door. Just trying to block a little bit of sound, but I can still hear them, so it's distracting me. So I apologize if I seem distracted a little bit. I just wanted to talk about my thoughts on this because Vidme was the only real competitor to YouTube. And there were times in my quote-unquote career where I was like, okay, forget YouTube, I'm going to Vidme. I'm going to post here only. You know, this is how I'm going to make it. You know, I'm going to make it on Vidme. My first, like, 30 followers, which I'm only up to 34 now. My first 30 followers were faster than I ever got on YouTube. You know, it took me forever to get to 30 subscribers on YouTube. But, this is just, I don't know what to say, you know. I really don't. It's shutting down. It's for real. Let's see how many Vidme creators. I wonder how many Vidme creators are talking about it. I don't think they can. I think they've already. No more upload. Well, look, these people uploaded 10 minutes ago. It must have been. I don't know. But anyway, I got an email saying that this was going to happen. I really wanted to be able to upload a video to Vidme to let everybody know. I really wish they would have given us a little bit more of a heads up, because I would have, instead of just doing this, I would have actually uploaded a video to Vidme and saying, you know, Vidme's ending. Okay, this is the game plan from here on. I kind of stopped taking Vidme so seriously, like probably about, let's see, a couple months ago. I probably stopped taking it so seriously. Yeah, because look, I didn't even post for 3 weeks there. Of course, I didn't post on YouTube either during that time, but this is crazy. Like, I was really hoping Vidme was going to blow up, and then therefore, because I was a verified creator, and because, you know, because of me being on there really early on, that maybe the influx of people going to Vidme would, like, I was hoping YouTube would end up offing themselves before this happened, and it didn't happen that way. YouTube hasn't killed themselves yet, but they're getting close, but they haven't done it yet. It really sucks. It really sucks, because I was really like holding on to I was like, if Vidme, like if they could hold on just a little, like if they could hold on for a year or two, YouTube will go down the drain, I promise. But they couldn't make it. So okay, back at the bottom. Let me go back up. It says, goodbye for now. Vidme came a long way as an independent platform, but we couldn't find a path to sustainability. We're building something new. Now, I don't know what that is yet. I don't know if that's going to even interest me at all yet. I'm going to definitely check it out, but I don't know if they're making another video platform or if they're doing something completely different. I mean, if they do something completely different, then I'm probably not going to be interested. After careful consideration, the Vidme team has arrived at the difficult decision to suspend the Vidme site and apps effective December 15th at noon PT. We'll be using this blog post to explain what this means for users, how we got here, and what is next for us. By the way, I'm not reading any comments. I don't know if I have any comments yet or not. I have all that stuff turned off. I have the face cam turned off. This is meant to just get the news out there. I've barely had any time to prepare for this. Literally, like, I read the email. Like I said 0 minutes ago, I read the email and I literally sat down and started looking this stuff up. Like, I was in the middle of like watching YouTube videos. If you can just see my tabs up here. Like, I was in the middle of my daily like YouTube stuff. Like, just watching YouTube videos, and I saw this and I'm like, nope, I've got to make something. I've got to do something with this today. Okay. So what does this mean for users? New signups and uploads will be disabled effective today. Existing videos will be playable and exportable from your video manager until December 15th at noon. At which point they will be permanently deleted from Vidme servers. So, like, this isn't just a, oh, we're closing our doors. They're going to completely wipe the site and everything. All paid channel subscriptions will be suspended immediately, and subscriber-only videos will be exclusively accessible by their video owners only. Any outstanding earnings will be paid out upon verification within 60 days. All Vidme paid subscriptions will cease as of today, and subscribers will no longer be billed. So that being said, I mean, me personally, I didn't make anything with Vidme at all. I was kind of in it, hoping that it would trump YouTube, or hoping that YouTube would like off itself more so, and then everybody like finds Vidme out of their own research and stuff. And I was hoping maybe eventually making something from Vidme, but right now I currently am not making anything from Vidme. But luckily, all my stuff is mostly stuff I already uploaded on YouTube. So I don't think I'm going to be downloading anything from Vidme at all. I think I'm just going to let it die. I was kind of behind on uploading on there anyway. Like, I'm a couple weeks behind. I've been really pushing YouTube because I've been doing really well on YouTube lately. And I really feel like I should keep doing that. And I'm also going to be pushing live streaming on Twitch, as well as Mixer. And I mean, obviously streaming on YouTube as well, which I'm doing all three right now. And I'll continue to do that. And like I said, I'm scrambling to get all this stuff put together. I literally just read it all like in that past 20 minutes. So why we started Vidme? We started Vidme initially Vidme before we could afford the shorter domain in 2014 with the mission of helping the next generation of entertainers find their audience and earn a living. I think I'm in the next generation of entertainers. I really do. Because I'm a lot younger than a lot of the people who are now famous on YouTube. A lot of the YouTubers now are like 27, 28, 29, 30. I'm 22, you know? And I feel like I'm right there with that next generation that's going to be coming up. But, excuse me, I'm fighting a cold. Again, please ignore the singing in the background. I know you can hear it. I got a noise gate set up, so when I'm not talking, hopefully it doesn't. Literally, like I text her and asked her to turn it down just a little bit, and she turned it up. So that's what we're dealing with. I'm sorry. Very, 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 very apologetic of that. I've got a mattress up against the door. I'm doing what I can, man. This is very ghetto rigged right now. Interrupting karaoke night by doing this. But I think this is more important. This is very important to me right now because this affects me going forward. and it possibly even affects my success. And I mean, I hope it doesn't, but it may. This may have been my only shot. I hope not. Again, hope not, but it could. For a lot of people, it was. For a lot of people, it was definitely. A lot of people, it was their only shot. And there was a lot of Vidme famous people. They were only famous on Vidme, you know. There were people who had a couple hundred subscribers on YouTube and had a few thousand on Vidme, you know, and even some paid subscriptions already, you know, and things like that. And they were actually making decent money and stuff. So it's sad to see it go. It really is. So anyway, it was saying at the time, YouTube was the only major platform that provided revenue sharing, a system which often neglected creators with a small or niche audience, which I would say I'm a small audience, maybe not a niche audience, but I have a small audience. I don't create content based around just one thing, like one game. I'm not like a Fortnite gamer, even though I love the game, and I'm not a Sims gamer, even though I love the Sims kind of thing. I mean, I'm not trying to go out there and play all the games. I'm not trying to play all the indie games and stuff that are coming out. I just play what I want to, kind of thing. Be that a mix of AAA and indie games. We were confident we could create a new type of video platform, one that was more community oriented, more transparent, and more equitable to creators. Inspired by Reddit's crowd curation, we also saw an opportunity to improve the experience for both viewers and curators by allowing the community to surface trending content. Given the large market opportunity, video ad spend, blah blah blah, and the impending shift from linear television viewing towards digital video, which this is coming like in the next 3 years or so. In the next 3 years or so, my generation and anybody younger than I am, and even some older, obviously, and people like okay, let me put it to you this way: I don't watch any TV. Like, I don't pay for DirecTV. I don't pay for Dish. Well, I can't afford to, but if I could, I wouldn't. You know, I would prefer to pay for internet and would prefer to watch YouTube. And then I would go to my parents' house or my grandparents, you know, whatever. I'd go somewhere else if I had a TV show I wanted to watch, or I would go online and find it somehow legally, you know, like AMC.com for The Walking Dead or something like that, if you understand what I'm saying. I'd rather consume my stuff online, and I'm 22. Like, I'm not the youngest people that are out there. So if I'm already doing that, the next generation is going to be worse. It's going to be to the point where they don't even want to watch shows like The Walking Dead anymore. Period. Nothing. No TV. So I know this is coming because I feel that way myself. You know, and they believe that they could create a sustainable platform to accomplish these goals. And I believed in them too. I really did. I was kind of a late adopter, I guess. But it's not like I just created my Vidme account yesterday or anything like that. But, you know, nothing like that. Okay. What we accomplished. Vidme's first feature was a one-step video publishing tool. Simply drag and drop. And Vidme would generate a short link to your video that you could share anywhere, no account required. At the time, sharing videos was more difficult than it was today. Facebook, Twitter, Reddit, other large platforms didn't have native video, and it was often impossible to send larger files over SMS. And YouTube required signing in and publishing to your G+ page. Vidme's simple one-step video upload drove massive early adoption traffic, which I never heard of because I had a YouTube account. But, you know, I was already on YouTube trying to do that kind of stuff. On a mission to build the world's most creator-friendly video community, we raised venture funding and quickly evolved the product to support creators with a broader set of tools for publishing, building an audience, and monetizing. The first VOD platform to offer both on-platform tipping and paid subscriptions, Vidme became one of the top 1,000 most popular destinations on the web, reaching over 200 million people annually. See, I don't understand how they couldn't afford to keep the doors open if they had that many people. I think they just dropped the ball. I mean, I think they could have monetized that very well. I just think that they didn't do it. They didn't do it fast enough. They didn't get it. That was probably their downfall. I'm sure they're gonna say that or say something or shed light, but just from reading that, that's what I think happened. But we'll see. We'll see what they say. We hosted millions of videos, delivered over 6 billion views to audiences. Excuse me, when I start reading, I yawn. I'm sorry. We hosted millions of videos, delivered over 6 billion views to audiences around the world, and our player was frequently embedded by major online publications, including the Huffington Post, USA Today, Mashable People, blah, 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 blah. No one cares. Okay. Our small engineering team developed infrastructure that scaled to support thousands of simultaneous HD video encodes and hundreds of thousands of concurrent viewers. I can't speak. Good God, help me. Most importantly, our vision for a more equitable and creator-friendly community attracted some of the world's most talented creators, ranging from first-time videographers, a passion for storytelling, to well-established digital stars with millions of subscribers. Some were earning thousands of dollars per month using Vidme's patronage tools, and many found larger audience than they ever had before. See, that's exactly what I said earlier. I knew some people were earning, livable wages on Vidme. And some had a better start, had a better foot. I mean, if you jump into creating videos on the wrong foot and you just fall flat on your face, what are you gonna do? You're gonna get up and keep going or turn around? For a lot of people who were working 9 to 5s, they turned around and did what they did before their videos or their video stuff. But if you get at least a couple steps into it and see, okay, this might be possible, and then you fall, then you're like, okay, I'm gonna get them, keep going. It'd be further to walk backwards at this point. Like that's me. It'd be further for me to walk backwards than to keep walking forwards. I think because I'm so invested in this, monetarily, everything. Like, I'm invested in my head too. So I don't know. An energetic and diverse community took shape, with Vidme's most ardent fans creating thousands of videos discussing the platform. All of this was accomplished with fewer than a dozen full-time employees, and in spite of increasing competition for audience attention from the likes of Netflix, Hulu, and Amazon, who began spending billions of dollars on video content. Meanwhile, deeper pocketed platforms such as Vine, owned by Twitter, and Vessel folded, and Verizon's Go90 struggled to find comparable traction despite spending hundreds of millions of dollars. I mean, that they really did do a lot with very little, and I'm surprised. I think if they had a little more money, yeah, What we learned and why we're moving on to something new. I need to get through this. Although we still believe that the world would greatly benefit from a creator-first video platform, we weren't able to find a path to financial sustainability. Here are the major obstacles we encountered in our attempts. Monetizing user-generated content is increasingly challenged. In short, advertisers want specific audiences. A new platform doesn't exactly give them what they want, especially when they can just go to Facebook and Google. Most advertisers want their ads to complement brand safe content, and we have this issue with YouTube, where brands were like, okay, we want you to put this thing in place that's going to screw over all your creators, or we walk away. Vidme didn't have advertisers before, but when Vidme approached these advertisers, they basically said the same thing. So that essentially would have screwed us over anyway, and everybody would just went back to YouTube. As YouTube recently learned with the ad apocalypse, even a single poorly moderated video can result in a PR disaster and undermine advertiser trust. So too few advertisers are willing to negotiate direct plans with platforms that don't have enormous scale, meaning ad revenue rates were lower for newer platforms. In turn, there's less overall revenue that can be shared with creators, which means creators are less likely to support newer platforms for a sustained period of time. Although we introduced direct fan patronage as an additional business model, the profit margin was insignificant or insufficient to cover the high cost of storing and delivering video. Storing and delivering video is becoming less expensive, but it remains extremely costly. Videos are often massive files, and making them globally available at any time is expensive. YouTube sold to Google just 18 months. Wait, what? Just 18 months after launching, partially because of YouTube's high burn rate. And to this day is still likely operating at a loss. Which I think we knew that already. Google had said this before, YouTube actually had said it before, back when they talked to us, that they were always operating at a loss, and that's kind of why Google bought them in the first place, because Google has money to throw into it, and they're making enough back to where it's like, well, we're going to invest in this, throw a bunch of these features on there, and hope that people are going to pay for it later. And maybe it'll make us money later. Way more than what we're putting into it now. Come in YouTube Red, YouTube TV, all of that has to be Google's doing. That has to be Google's doing. And especially when they're screwing over creators now, and now creators are getting paid way less, but they're still serving ads, and there's still YouTube Red views on all these creators. So Google's still making money on these creators, even though they have limited or no ads. Excuse me. Excuse me, my throat's tickling really bad. I'm really sick. Especially as I'm trying to talk. Good Lord. Okay. If you're sticking through with me through this, thank you. I just want to get the information out there and my thoughts as well. Yeah, so even though all these creators are getting completely screwed over by all these different advertisements and stuff, and YouTube demonetizing and things, yet YouTube is still earning the money from the advertisements. They're still earning money from the YouTube Red subscriptions that are watching those channels. So they're kind of they're still making money, is what I'm saying, I guess, basically. And they're plotting to make more, and hopefully eventually not operate at a loss. Anyway, when we launched in 2014, we projected that infrastructure costs would decline due to increased competition. While marginal prices have fallen dramatically over the past few years, our aggregate costs still outpace our ability to generate meaningful revenue. The definition of scale has changed, and attracting audiences away from existing platforms is harder than ever. This is kind of like small YouTubers attracting interest away from large YouTubers is so difficult, because think about it. Let me use this example right here. Think about how many people use Facebook, right? They've been using Facebook for years. Why would they do anything different, right? If you went somewhere else, you would just have a learning curve to do the things you already know how to do on Facebook. Same thing for YouTube. When I came to Vidme, there was a learning curve. You know, now that I'm streaming on Mixer, there is a learning curve. Streaming on Twitch, there's a learning curve. You know, I pushed through because I want to try these different platforms and have my voice heard by new ears, you know, so to speak. And I am a very small percentage. You know, once somebody gets in their head that I want to be here, they're going to be here. And there's no way around that. Just like if someone subscribed to Markiplier right now, and I don't know if he's the best person to compare myself to, because I don't really know personality wise if I'm even remotely close to him or any of these other large YouTubers. I really don't know. I don't know. I don't know who I would compare myself to, but let's just say Markiplier, just for the sake of saying this. His fans are going to be so busy watching his videos that they're not going to want to come watch me, because why would they come watch me? I'm a new person. They have to learn who I am. They have to learn things about me and how I act, and learn what kind of content I make, and spend all this time when they have somebody they've already spent years with, like Mark. You know, why would you go to anybody different at this point? It makes no sense. So I agree with this. It's very hard to pull stuff away. I still believe in it. I still believe it's possible, and I'm just gonna still try. My path may be different than Mark's or Jack's or PewDiePie's or whatever. You know, whatever. I may be more cut for streaming. I don't know. I don't know what I'm cut out for. I'm trying different things and trying different games. You know, I'm not actively trying to copy any of them. I'm trying to figure out what works best for Jeremy, you know, and what is my audience like the best. And I think I'm getting really, really close. That's the beautiful thing. I think I'm getting close. But I would have really have liked Vidme to be around a little longer, just so I had an option to go somewhere else if things got bad for YouTube. But anyway, 8 of the 10 most popular apps are owned by Google and Facebook. Which are all these? So that really sucks. Many creators with millions of subscribers on YouTube and Facebook were initially attracted to Vidme's model, but faced difficulty transitioning audiences from their home platforms. Convincing people to use and keep using a new platform is hard, leaving many creators locked in. That's why I wanted to go to Vidme, because I don't have that yet. You know, if I had millions of subscribers, maybe I would, maybe I would have teetered a little more, but I was very receptive because I don't have much to lose on any of these platforms. Much like, YouTube streaming versus Twitch streaming. I don't have much to lose on YouTube. So yes, I want to try Twitch. Yes, I want to try Mixer as well. Even if I do have to go through this service that streams to everything at the same time, it's a little bit less convenient. It's a little more work. It's a little harder to do these things. But ultimately, it's for the greater good, and it's because I don't have that home platform yet. If I make it on Mixer, great. I'm going to be a Mixer person. I will forever use Mixer. I will never use anything else. If I make it on Twitch, I will use Twitch, and I will never use anything else. But if I make it on YouTube, I will use YouTube, and likely never use anything else. But until that happens, I'm going to be all over the place. Anyway. Yeah, basically saying YouTube and Facebook both aid into Vidme's social traffic. Without a massive captive audience already on the platform, new channels struggle to find immediate growth. As such, creators didn't remain active for long enough for us to achieve sufficient networks. kind of, yeah. I can see that. Lacking a critical audience size, we struggle to attract direct advertisers to help offset our infrastructure costs. Needing few resources to spend on product innovation and attracting new audience. Although we raised venture funding so that we could initially operate at a loss while we grew Vidme's audience, the competitive market changed dramatically over the past 2 years. Most notably, Facebook and Instagram began aggressively soliciting video content and courting video creators, which led YouTube to redouble its efforts to attract and retain creators. So not only was Facebook and Instagram aggressively trying to get people to make videos on their platform, which would have been hard enough for Vidme, then YouTube doubled over itself and said, "Nah, we're going hard. We're doubling our efforts now," which made it increasingly even more difficult. In the face of mounting competition and moving goalposts for achieving sufficient scale, the timeline for Vidme's sustainability as an independent platform became uncertain. As such, raising additional capital continued to operate the platform at loss become untenable. When we started, we knew that we would be taking a calculated risk, but in hindsight, we underestimated the speed at which the competitive landscape would change. Insight for newcomers. If you're considering building your own video platform, here are a few suggestions. Oh, that's cool. Monetization. Plan to operate at a loss for an indefinite period of time and/or be operated by a deep-pocketed business with multiple revenue streams and touch points with consumers. Give users of your existing products incentives to engage with your video platform, and be wary of monetizing with advertisements prior to achieving massive scale. Infrastructure costs. Explore emerging technologies such as peer-to-peer and delivery to further reduce infrastructure overhead. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Audience building. Leverage an existing audience or incentive all platform participants by issuing a native currency blockchain to equitably reward contributors. What's next for the team? While we're disappointed to close something we put so much of our hearts into, we're excited and eager to apply what we learned on our new product, which we'll be announcing next year. So they're not even announcing it yet. Sucks. Which means I probably won't even follow it at this point. Just because it's so distant that I'm just gonna forget about them, honestly. Because if you don't use it, you lose it, kind of thing. I hate to see Vidme go, but if I'm gonna be unfollowed from all their platforms, I'm not gonna instantly remember them in a year. You know what I mean? So unfortunately, not every member of the Vidme team will be staying on for the next chapter. So if you're interested in hiring any of these talented people, please email us, and we'll contact you. Okay, that's cool. That's nice of them to do. In the meantime, we're talking with some creator-focused companies that might incorporate our technology and revive Vidme in some new form in the future. Oh, so maybe there's another company that's going to take it over, which that's kind of that could get messy. It says creator-focused, but you know how that can get sometimes. They may lie and say that they're creator focused, but they may not be. Thank you. We feel incredibly grateful for the many people who supported us and our mission over the past few years. Thank you to the early community members whose vital feedback helped improve Vidme. Thank you to our teammates, put it in our hearts and build a home for creators of all kinds. Proud of how much was accomplished by such a small team. I am too. Thank you to all our friends and advertisers who helped us navigate the many complexities, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Thank you to our investors for believing in our bold plans, supporting us in our decision to apply what we learned in something new. most of all, thank you to creators who made Vidme possible. Thank you for investing your time, energy into building an incredible community, for graciously sharing your feedback and constructive criticism, and for delighting and amusing us every day with your awesome videos. It has truly been a joy to watch all the people from all over the world connect, collaborate, and make new friends on Vidme, and we're happy to know that many of those relationships will long outlast Vidme itself. We feel deeply grateful to you, and we hope that you'll join us on our next adventure. Please sign up here if you want to be notified by our upcoming launch. And there's Vidme, and there's a lot of the creation, which is where I stopped. This is where I kind of scrolled through a few of these and looked. Yeah, I was right here when I came back. So, wait, 1 clap, 2 clap, 3 clap, 40. Wait, you can clap more than what? That's like a lie, but you can keep liking it. That's interesting. All right then. That's kind of an interesting metric. But yeah, that's all I really wanted to say. My closing thoughts. I'm really sad to see it go, because like I said, it gave people like me with a very limited, I guess, fan base. It gave me a kind of a voice, because I was competing with other people my own size instead of competing with people with millions. I mean, yeah, there's people with nearly 100,000 on there now, but when I first started, like, the biggest channel was 6,000 strong, and it was one of the creators. So obviously, they're gonna have a like, because they created the darn thing, you know. And it was all an equal playing field, at least now I don't, at least then I didn't feel like I was super late like I was with YouTube, because I was super late with YouTube. And I think if I started YouTube way earlier and made my mistakes way earlier, and then therefore made good content way earlier, I think I could have already have been somewhere, Don't get me wrong, I feel like things are still good and things are gonna be good. But it just kind of sucks that such a great site's gone. And oh, hey Blaze, hey, how you doing? Yeah, like I said, I wasn't checking chat at all. There's that. I feel like I didn't change the thumbnail just because it would have taken too long, and I was already going to all the different sites and uploading everything and trying to update everything. So right now I'm gonna go to all my different chats. I know I have a another way of doing it, but I'm gonna go individually to each platform. And wait, that doesn't give me all of the chat, does it? I don't think it does. Alright, I don't believe anybody's watching me anyway there, so let me go to Mixer. Alright. It just makes me really sad that all this is happening to Vidme. I mean, honestly, it's kind of like Mixer. I mean, I don't know how big Mixer is, but to me, it's kind of a niche community, kind of like, I think Mixer's kind of like the Vidme to Twitch kind of sort of thing. Like, maybe if you compare Mixer to Twitch, Mixer would have less, but it's doing well enough for itself. Of course, there's Twitch too. So yeah, there's all that. And it kind of sucks, and I wish I had my stuff set up so all I had to do was turn a light on, you could see my face and everything, and maybe it'd be a little more bearable to watch for a lot of you. But yeah, oh, I was gonna say, yeah, that thumbnail, I forgot to say it when I was sitting here, but that thumbnail actually is very appropriate. That's how I feel. I know it's like Cluster Truck in the background, but this is actually how I feel right now. I'm kind of angry. I'm kind of like like, it just sucks. Everything good that happens ends up sucking, and I feel like if things got bad enough and I had to quit YouTube, then I don't know if I'd ever make a video again, ever. You know? I'd probably sell all my stuff and just let that be that. I probably wouldn't even play video games that much anymore. Like if YouTube just closed its doors, like I don't know what I'd do. Like I might would play video games, but what would be the point? I mean, I love video games, don't get me wrong, but at that point it's like half of me wants to play video games, but the other half wants to play video games and talk through it and play and show my friends, which is you guys. And I don't know. It's kind of hard to describe it. I don't want to go into it just because if I did, I feel like it would be a whole nother hour of stream. And as you can see, I've already been streaming 40 minutes. I plan on this being 15, so I need to go. I did enough talking, I think. Thank you guys so much for watching, and God bless, and see you guys later. Again, thank you so much for watching. Please support small creators on all these platforms: Mixer, Twitch, YouTube, and also support small sites like Vidme if they ever do crop up again. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a couple seconds. Just a moment of silence for Vidme. I'm gonna end it just to make, and plus this is just to kind of make sure that all my words getting where they're supposed to be. But you know, bye guys. We're gonna have a moment of silence for Vidme now.